Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah brought a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shemal, thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Priest and officer 50, Bakwa Shemav, holding down the I.S.U.P.K Brooklyn class. For priest and officer 5,000, officer Hazahav. Started off like usual. Let's go ahead and give the Lord a hand. Too many people run around taking credit for what the Lord does, not acknowledging the great and mercy and power of high God, thinking that we are so great, but thinking that we do so much things and not giving credit where credit is due. You understand? You seen the governor the other night. Well, I don't know if it was the other night, but I know Commander YAHANNA brought it out the other night, talking about how he stopped coronavirus, how we stopped coronavirus, and we got the numbers down, and we did this, and we did that, not giving credit to the Most High God. And because of things like that, look what's going on now. Delta variant, you understand? More corona, more plagues, more things going on. Monkeypox in Florida and Texas. The Most High God is angry, man. And he's putting his wrath down in this earth. And the people are going to feel it. These heathens and these oppressors that think they're untouchable and think that they are free of punishment and free of judgment and free of equal justice, they are going to feel the wrath of the Most High God in these next coming days, man. These are the end times, if you do not know. If you pay attention to what's going on in the world, it's tragedy striking everywhere, man. Natural disasters over here. I think other side of the world, they're flooding out, you know? They're flooding out. There's fires burning all over the place. All kinds of things that man did not do. All kinds of situations going on that man cannot control, because that is the Most High God, man. That is the power of the Most High God. He has the ability to destroy everything with the snap of a finger. You understand? You seen what he did with the flood, man. People run around and act like this Bible, you understand, like these scriptures ain't the most historical and accurate documents ever taken on this green earth. When every nation of people, man, I'm talking about every nation of people has a record of the Great Flood. Whether you talk to them Elams, which is the East Indians, or you speak to the Arabs, or you speak to the Chinese, or you speak to the Japanese, the African, man, anybody you speak to, man, them presses over there in Australia and Europe, all over this earth, everybody has a record and an account of the Great Flood, because these things in the Bible are not made up, man. This is not a fairy tale book. This is just a book of records of things that happen, and it's a way to live and a guideline for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And no doubt these other nations might have records of what happened, because it happened to the whole earth. But the Lord only deals with one group of people, man. And that's so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. That's why the entire world hates us and wants us dead. They have a perpetual hatred for us because they know that we are the children of God. Even though most of our brothers and sisters don't know, it is common knowledge throughout the rest of the world, man. You get up out of America and you go to the other side of the world, you speak to them people from the other side of the world, they know exactly who we are, man. They know exactly what's going on, and they know that they have to pay for the things that they have done to the children of the Lord, man. All these things happen in the earth, all over the planet, is because of the things that these other nations, these heathens and oppressors have gotten away, or thought they got away with, doing evil and vicious, malicious acts to the children of the Lord. And they are going to have to pay for the things that they did, man, because the Most High God is a man of war. And nobody, just like any good parent, nobody wants to see their children being bothered, being bullied, being taken advantage of. You understand? Somebody has to pay for those things. These things cannot go unpunished. These things cannot go and nobody says nothing about it, man. Far too long we've been dealing with all the nonsense and the disgusting, filthy backlash of this oppressor and his imagination and all the evil, destructive things that he creates in his brain and then plays out to harm and hurt and destroy and hinder the children of Israel, man. To hinder and destroy the children of the Lord, man. And somebody's going to pay for it, man. But my brothers and sisters, don't be worried. Don't be shocked, because it's not the first time the world has ended. You understand? The earth is not going anywhere, but the world will end. The people that's in control will no longer be in control. The world that we know will be a different one. That's what it means when the world is going to end. You understand? Hitler used to rule the world for a little bit. The earth didn't blow up. There's a whole bunch of other oppressive conquerors that had their chance of ruling the world, and their world came to an end, but the earth stood strong. So that's what our brothers and sisters are going to have to do in these times. We're going to have to stay strong. We got to stay strong, hold these laws, statutes, commandments dear and near to our hearts. You understand? I'm not talking about the thing beating in your chest. I'm talking about your heart. You understand? Keep these scriptures in your mind. Keep these ways in your mind. Keep these laws in your mind. Put this spirit in your actions. Let's show the world who the children of the Lord is, man. Let's show the Most High God that we can be obedient children. Let's endure to the end so that the Most High God can save us from the situation that we have been dealing with for 500-600 years plus. We're going to get some scriptures on this thing, man. We're going to show our brothers and sisters why we must endure to the end and what's going on. Because everybody's seeing all the news and being nervous and panicking about all these crises that's happening around the world. But when I see these things, when we see these things, we smile. It brings a certain joy to my heart to watch this kingdom fall. Because this kingdom has never done anything besides destroy, abuse, misuse, mistreat, falsely imprison, falsely accused, and get filthy, dirty, stinking rich off the backs of my brothers and my sisters, man. That's all they do. Everything they do is they get rich off our backs. They just went and had them Olympics out there in Japan, knowing all the coronavirus scares going on in the middle of a pandemic. They went out there and they did whatever they did. They didn't care about anything because they need their money. They don't care who dies as long as they get paid. Well, guess what? The tables are going to turn and we're going to be able to sit and watch this kingdom crumble. We're going to sit and watch all these nations, all these heathens be brought down to low because they think they're so high and so above the judgment of the Most High God, man. They run around doing all these evil things, not paying attention to the fact that the all-knowing, all-powerful Most High God keeps an account of everything. And they are not going to go unpunished for the things that they have done to the children of Israel, man. Let's jump in these scriptures, man. Let's go to Job. We're going to go to the book of Job in the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? Job was a great man. You know what I'm saying? You read the first chapter of Job, it'll tell you Job was a perfect man. Then you go in these Christian churches and they tell you nobody can be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can be perfect. Only Christ is perfect. We can't be like Christ. The job is to be like Christ. The job is exactly to be like Christ. And being perfect is just keeping these laws, statutes, commandments to the Most High God. That's in the scriptures. They tell you how to be perfect, but they'll tell you can't be, right? That's because they're evil, disgusting, filthy bums that work for this damn oppressor. And they are underneath the oppressor's toenail doing exactly what the oppressor wants them to do, man. The oppressor pulls a string and they dance. And they got our people following that nonsense. But let's see what's going on in these scriptures, man. Let's see what the Lord says about all this stuff that's happening with the children. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And no matter where you go on this earth, man, whether you were in the islands or you in the Americas or you over there on the other side of the world, in Europe and China, Africa, all these places are ruled by the oppressor, man. Don't believe nothing different. They was over there going crazy about that Jamaican, what is he, the president or ambassador, whatever he was over there. That man was Assyrian and Caucasian. He was a Syrian Caucasian. It's a so-called white man, you understand? He rules all over. No matter where you go, he is in control. No matter what face he puts in power to make it look like they are running things, in the background, pulling the strings, is always the oppressor. You understand? The earth is given over to the hand of the wicked, man. The wicked man runs these things. The wicked man controls how much money we're going to make at our job. The wicked man controls how much they get to charge us for electricity. The wicked man controls the rent hikes and the rent increase. The wicked man controls all of these things, man. This is his world that he is living in, and his world is soon come to an end. It says, this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? They want to know who is he, man. But we know who that is, man. We know who that is. We know that the wicked is the so-called oppressor, man. You understand? The seed of Esau. We understand who the evil wicked man is here, man. And our brothers and sisters, some of them are still out there in this world lost, following after this man, trying to be like this man, branding themselves and reinventing themselves to please this oppressor, trying to get a piece of that pie, trying to get a little bit of crumb that falls on the table. Well, that's absolutely 100% wrong. The Most High God is who we should be pleasing. The Most High God is who we should seek to reinvent ourselves for, because the Most High God has the power to destroy this oppressor who has been manipulative and vindictive to our brothers and our sisters, man. Having our brothers and sisters to be out here strung out on drugs, calling us criminals, treating us in all types of manners and ways that is undeserving to any human being. You understand? Undeserving to any human being. But don't worry. Nothing goes unpunished and nothing will go unanswered. Everyone will answer for the things that they have done, man. Especially these nasty, disgusting, filthy heathens and oppressors that's been getting away and getting rich on the backs of our brothers and our sisters, man, for so many years. For so many years in so many ways. Let's drop that. Let's go to the book of Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras in the Apocrypha. You understand? The Apocrypha is the books that this nasty, filthy, disgusting oppressor took out of the Bible. You understand? Because there's so much strength in these things. There's so much strength in these books that they didn't want us to read them. That's why if you're reading your Bible, man, we advise you in the I.S.U.P.K. to get you a King James version, man. Get you a King James version Bible, man. Preferably a 1611 with the Apocrypha built in. But if not, definitely get a KJV version, the King James version, and buy you an Apocrypha, man. And get the low down truth, man. Get the truth. Let's go to Second Esdras, chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 9. This is the book of Second Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. It says Esau is the end of the world, man. You understand? So with this oppressor in rulership right now, and however long he's been ruling and controlling the exports and controlling the imports and controlling the food we can grow and controlling the food that we eat and what goes in the food and what comes out the food and things we can and cannot bring into the countries. All these things that he's been in control of, you understand, the laws and the police departments and the jobs and the economy and the poverty and the rent situations, the living situations, all these things that he's in control of because this is his world. Know that when Esau is ruling, that's the end of the world, man. So Esau, enjoy your time. The children of Esau, enjoy your time because your time is soon come to an end, man. And y'all will feel the wrath of the Most High God, man, because his anger is kindled. And his anger is kindled for all the wrong done to his children. And he is taking his wrath out slowly but surely all across the world, all across the board, all four corners of the earth. You seeing it happen. We're watching it. We're watching it happen. They said Greece damn near burnt down. You understand? Greece damn near burnt down. California been on fire for about a year. It's been on fire for so long. I think it's just going to be a fire state. It's just going to stay like that. But it's just burning up. And where is it happening at? In the wealthy areas. In the areas with these oppressors and these heathens, these other nations of people that have got filthy, dirty, stinking rich off the backs of the children of Israel, man. Off the backs of my mothers and my fathers. Off the backs of your mothers and your fathers. Your brothers and your sisters. My brothers and my sisters. Our nieces and nephews and grandparents. They have got filthy rich off our ancestors' backs. And they go in these nice little areas and they make it secluded where it's a secret society and you got to have so much money to be over here. And it's not for the average Joe. It's not for the average Joe, man. The brother working at Walmart don't get to go in those places. The brother that got the job driving the trucks, he's not living over there. You know who's living over there? The so-called elite. The so-called higher ups. And the Most High God is dealing with them a nice, righteous, justifiable way, man. All the things that they are having happen to them, all the problems they are encountering, it is joy to my soul. It is joy to my soul to see these other nations and oppressors that have been causing nothing but trouble and struggle and problems for the children of Israel. It is great to see them go through something. It is great to watch them go through trials and tribulations. It makes me feel great. You understand? Spread that around. Spread that pain around. Let them get all of that. And the Most High God ain't going to miss nothing. I tell you that. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. This oppressor, man, His days are numbered. He's shaking in his boots, man. He out there they've been going to the moon since I can't remember what year that was, but that had to be about the 60s. What you think they doing out there in outer space? They trying to find a way to get the hell away from the wrath of the Most High God, man. They know exactly what's going on. They trying to find somewhere to abort mission. They want to jump off the ship. They want to leave the ship. They trying to go hide in the sky, up there in the stars, on the moon and what have you, trying to hide out in Mars. Don't think this oppressor is doing that for anything else, man. They're doing that because they're scared and they know what's going to happen, man. But the best part is they cannot escape the Most High God, man. There's nowhere in the world they're going to hide from the wrath of the Most High God. The Most High God doesn't allow those type of things, man. When he's coming for you and he has something for you, best believe you will get what is for you. And these oppressors and these other nations, they are going to get what the Most High God has for them. Ain't no running from it. Ain't no hiding from it. Ain't no avoiding it. Ain't no tricking it. It says Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob, who's Jacob? Jacob is this. Jacob is these 12 tribes, man. You understand? These 12 tribes of Israel, man. These are Jacob's kids. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. The so-called scum of the earth. The bottom of the barrel. The junkies and the criminals and the whores and whatever they like to call us and out of our names. You understand? But who we really are the chosen people of the Lord, man. We are the holy people. We are the peculiar treasure. You know what I'm saying? We are the Lord's children. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So after this oppressor's world is done and can finish, you understand? Kingdoms blown up, done erupted from the inside. Got this one going against that one, fighting with this one. You seen Donald Trump and Putin, they almost started World War III, man. And I was on the sideline watching, hoping and praying for it to happen. Like, go ahead and do it, man. Somebody press the damn button. One of you damn heathens press this button. Press that button and start it on up. You understand? But it wasn't the Lord's will, so it didn't happen. But it's not going to not happen. It says it right here in these scriptures, man. These scriptures do not lie. It says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So all my blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, brothers and sisters, man, women, and children, don't be nervous. Don't be frightful. Don't be scared in these times. Don't look at these news reports and see what's going on in the earth and feel bad about it. Feel happy about it. Embody that joy and get your ass in the I.S.U.P.K classes and these Commander General YAHANNA and learn the truth and come and serve the Lord. And sit on the side with your brothers and your sisters and watch these things unfold. Watch these things come to life. All these scriptures that we read, watch them come to life and in our face. And enjoy it. Because know that is the Most High God getting vengeance and paying our enemies a recompense for the things that they have done to us, man. Don't be fearful in these times, man. Endure to the end, man. Stand up like warriors. Sisters, get you a husband. Stay with that man, that one man, and be a righteous sister to that warrior, man. Be a support system. Be a help meet. And let's build our nation back up, man, because it says that Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we're going to need strong brothers and sisters because we're going to be in rulership and we're going to have the world. So we're going to need our brothers and our sisters to have that spirit and have that energy to be in control, to get things done the way the Lord wants them done. Because the things that we have embodied and seen and lived through these last 400-500 years in this nasty, filthy, disgusting country, these are not the ways that the Lord wanted, man. You understand? We got put in slavery through the Lord's will because we were disobedient, stiff-necked, stubborn children. But the vicious, malicious, just straight up violent acts that these oppressors and heathens have taken and done with us, that wasn't part of what the Lord wanted, man. You understand? There's a way you deal with things, man. Everyone had slaves before, man. There's always been servants. Say a nice, better word for our brothers and sisters, for all the people online that's so sensitive about everything. There's always been servants, but there's a way you treat your servants, man. The scriptures tell us, sidebar, the scriptures tell us on the Sabbath day that your man and your maid servant can't do no work. So there's not nothing wrong with having servants. The trouble and the issue is how vicious, how inhumane, downright disgusting and filthy the way they treated us, man. It's the way that they treated the children of Israel, man. The way they dealt with the Lord's children was what is absolutely 100% wrong. You understand? Is there more than that? Ain't no more than that. We're going to drop that, right? We're going to drop that. We're going to go to the book of Obadiah real fast, man. We're going to read some stuff in Obadiah, man. Obadiah is a short page. It's one chapter. But I tell you what, it's one of my favorite ones in the damn book. I tell you, it's one of my favorite ones in the Bible because G's Louise, Papa G's, do they touch on everything, man. And it's so accurate, man. Just like the rest of the scriptures, man. It's so accurate and it's so real that you can feel it. You understand? I tell you, man, you got to have a nice, healthy rage, you know what I'm saying, and anger when you come to serve the Lord. Because all the wrong and all the evil that's done to our brothers and sisters, man, and we don't promote violence. We ain't telling our brothers and sisters to go out there and do nothing stupid and get yourself locked up. But you should have a nice, healthy anger and rage for all the abuse and mistreatment that our brothers and sisters go through, man. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, man. We're going to start around. We're going to start at verse 3. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 3. It said, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. It said, the pride of your heart have deceived you, man. This damn oppressor is so prideful, you understand, that he is deceiving himself. He thinks that he is so high up and so powerful and all-knowing, and he does this, and I travel to the stars, I make this, I make that, I got cars that fly, I am the man. He done deceived himself being so prideful and boastful. He done deceived himself, and the Most High God is going to check that. Most High God is going to check that. You understand? It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. You know what I'm saying? He dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. We know where that oppressor came from, man. The Caucasus Mountains and what have you, man. I tell you, that's why even in the scriptures they tell brothers and sisters, they tell brothers don't shave. You understand? You can cut your hair, but you're not supposed to shave. You're not supposed to shave your beards off. You're not supposed to round the corners of your head. But you know why we do these things? Because the oppressor does these things. But if the oppressor doesn't shave, he's going to look like Captain Caveman from the Flintstones. You understand? He has to shave because he's a caveman. He's damn near an animal. You understand? Look how he acts and treats other people. He's an animal. He's a beast. So what things that they do, we shouldn't do. Brothers shave and get razor bumps and their face look crazy because the Most High God don't want to shave it, man. You understand? But they dwell in the cleft of the rock, man. They dwell in the clefts of the rock. It says whose habitation is high. And look how these oppressors live, man. They get a city, they building buildings about 89, 50 floors, 100 floors in these buildings, right? You see how their cities look. You know, they give us the ghettos. The worst areas, the worst parts, smash us all together, put us in little tiny cells, get us ready to put us in the littler cell when they stop us and falsely arrest us and put false charges on us. So we got us living in these little apartments, which is baby cells, to get us ready to go to the bigger cells. We'll go to the smaller cells in there where they get paid for it. You understand? They get paid for us staying in these apartments, and they want to put us in jail, so they get paid more for us staying in smaller cells. You understand? That's all they about. But them, when they get their city, where they get their judge system at, because no matter where you go in this earth, if you want to know where the real part of the city begins, look for the courthouses. Wherever the courthouses is, you start to looking around, you see them big buildings, them skyscrapers. You understand? Because their habitation is high. They think so highly of themselves that they build these buildings to 150 floors and put their office at the top floor, overlooking the whole damn city, thinking he's the boss, thinking he's in control because his pride has deceived him. You understand? It said, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's how this oppressor thinks. That's how he carries himself. That's how prideful and boastful he is. That's how full of himself he is. He's like, who's going to bring me down? They do things right in front of us, right in our face, and they don't care about none of that, man. Brothers and sisters getting shot down in the street, left or right. And what happens? Nothing happens to the officer, man. There's no justice for us. And they don't care. They put it all over the news. They done got body cams and all that. And they still shooting brothers and sisters down. Like, who's going to bring me down? So what? I did it, and so what? It's just a spit in the face. You know? That's how they deal with us. Like, who's going to do something about what I did? Who's going to do something? You understand? But I tell you what, the Most High God is going to do something, man. The scriptures say that our weapons are not carnal, man. You understand? We get our strength from the Most High God. The Most High God's going to fight this battle for us, man. We just got to be obedient children and learn to serve the Lord, man. We got to be obedient and forbearing and long-suffering and endure to the end. And we have to be this way with our brothers and with our sisters and with these Lord's statutes and commandments, man, and endure to the end. To the end. And it's coming soon, because we just read in 2nd Ezra that Esau is the end of the world. So knowing that Esau is in control right now, we know that we are close to the end. And Jacob, our blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian brothers and sisters all over the world, we run that world that follow, man. Through the grace and mercy of Most High God and YAHANNA, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. We gonna rule that, run that world. And I tell my brothers and sisters, man, get up in these ranks, man. Get up in school, get in the class, man. Go Google I.S.U.P.K. Find out wherever you at, type in your area, find the closest school to you, and get in class. Get up in here, man. Come up in this brotherhood, come up in this sisterhood, and let's serve the Lord together, man. Because I want to see all my brothers and sisters on the other side, man. It says, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's how they believe. That's how they think. They think that nothing's going to happen to them because they've been getting away with murder for so long. They've been getting away with rape for so long. They've been getting away with child molestation for so long. Like, who going to bring me down to the ground? You see how these damn Catholic churches move, man. These priests over there raping children and molesting little boys, and they take them out that church and put them somewhere else, put them in another cathedral somewhere else. So he just keeps going on with his filthy, disgusting acts. He's like, who's going to do something about it? Nothing happens to me. You put my name in the paper, they move me around, I go over here and do it to the children over there because they're so prideful and boastful that they think they cannot be taken down. Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Hold on. That's what it says? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. And if we know anything, we know that this oppressor has an infatuation with that eagle bird, man. He's on every damn thing that the oppressor controls. Everything in the United States. You go over there, the other side of the world, they got the eagle up there too. High and mighty on top of their flag poles. Sometimes it's silver, sometimes it's in gold. But they exalt themselves as that eagle. They believe that eagle. They believe that they are that big bird that come down looking for prey, just hunting, because they hunt the children of Israel night and day on all four corners of the earth, man. They exalt themselves as an eagle. We know who they talking about, man. Ain't no discrepancy with that right there. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, and you set your nest among the stars, you talking about the space stations that they got going on out there? You talking about the space station that they said they set up on the moon? That the ones they got on Mars, setting their nest among the stars, trying to find a way to escape the judgment of the Most High God, trying to find a way to get away from this wrath, to get away from the payment that is owed to them for the evil, vicious, disgusting, downright inhumane thing that they have done to the children of Israel. They set they nest amongst the stars. All this is in the scriptures, in the Holy Bible. Why the pastor never talk about this? Why nobody's talking about this besides the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K underneath command General YAHANNA? Why is nobody speaking on these things? Why is nobody telling so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians all these things that we probably already felt in our hearts, but we had no confirmation? How come nobody said it was in the Bible? How come nobody's showing us that it's in the Bible? because they all working for the oppressor, man. You understand? Them damn pastors and priests, man, they love the oppressor. And when you love the oppressor, you're going to attach yourself to the things that he loves, and you're going to hate the things that he hates. The same way in the I.S.U.P.K. the command during YAHANNA, we are attached to the Most High God, man. We are servants of the Lord. We are warriors for the Most High God. And in terms, we love what the Lord loves, and we hate what the Lord hates, man. They wonder why we say that we hate the oppressor. You understand? Because the Lord hates the oppressor. Point blank, period. And when you attach yourself to things like this, you love what the Lord loves, and you hate what the Lord hates. It says, though thou exalt thyself, it's Obadiah verse 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And this is not all words. This is not things that I made up. This is not things that any man above me or any man before me, nor Commander General YAHANNA made up. These are things that are written down here in these scriptures, man. This is the Holy Bible. This is the Holy Bible. And just to make sure that everybody knows what's going on, it ended the sentence with, thus saith the Lord, which means that the Lord said these things. He said, although that you exalt yourself as an eagle, and you set your nest amongst these stars, and you up there running and hiding, trying to find a way to get away from the things that you have done, and the vengeance that comes back with the things that you have done, trying to avoid your judgment, like always. You understand? Nothing new. Look what goes on now. You shoot brothers down in the street, avoiding their judgment, sending the cop home, paid leave. Don't worry about it. We're going to put you in a new precinct. You're going to get a promotion because now we know you kill niggers. So now you can get a promotion. You understand? Now we know you with us. We're going to give you a promotion. You're going to get a month off. You're going to get paid, and it's going to blow over, and don't worry about it. You understand? Because that's how they think. Who can bring me down? And the Most High God says, I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. The Lord said he's going to bring this beast down, man. The Lord said he's going to bring this nasty, disgusting, filthy beast down because he exalts himself too high. He thinks too highly of himself, man. And he overstepped himself when he did all these nasty, vicious, malicious acts to the children of Israel, man. Thinking he's getting away with murder. He ain't getting away with no murder, man. Let me see if we got more in here. We're going to drop down to verse. We're going to drop down to verse. Drop down to verse 8. It's still the book of Obadiah. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord. Again, these are the Lord's words, man. These are not our words. This is what the Lord is saying. You understand? This is what the Lord is saying. It says, saith the Lord. This is Obadiah in verse 8. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? You understand? He's going to destroy everybody up out of Edom, man. Which is the nation, which is the children of Esau. And understanding out of the mouth of Esau. And the mighty men, OT men, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And the Most High God said he ain't sparing not one of them. All of them are going to be destroyed and cut off by slaughter for all the disrespectful, nasty, filthy, disgusting things that they have done to the children of Israel and thought that they got away with. They're going to have to pay for it, man. How do we know? Because the scriptures say it. Let's keep reading. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. It says, for the violence against the brother Jacob. It's clear as day. We told you Jacob was these 12 tribes right here, man. So-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So for all that violence that this so-called white man has done, this oppressor has done to the children of Israel, all of them, everyone out of that mount, everyone out of that lineage is going to be cut off by slaughter for their violence against thy brother Jacob. This is the Lord's words. It just makes me happy that it is the Lord's words. It's not all words. I didn't write this. Why is nobody teaching this to our brothers and our sisters, man? Why only the I.S.U.P.K. Command Junior Yohana is teaching these things? Because the I.S.U.P.K. Command Junior Yohana is ordained by the Most High God, man. We are warriors and servants of the Lord, true warriors and true servants of the Lord. And I advise our brothers and sisters all across the earth, on these four corners of this earth, to get involved with this body, man. Get up in these ranks, serve the Lord, do your work, endure it to the end, so that our enemy can deal with the things that they have to deal with through the hands of the Most High God, man. We haven't got to get our hands dirty. This is verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And it says they're going to be cut off forever. You understand? That's why I tell my brothers and sisters, don't worry, don't panic, and don't stress yourself out about these news reports and the things you see going on in the news, for they have nothing to do with us, man. That is this monster, this beast, this nasty, filthy animal, our oppressor, these other heathens. That's their kingdom and their world that is crumbling down to nothingness, man. The scriptures also say, sidebar, if it's not of the Lord, it'll come to naught. And the things that they have been doing are not ordained of the Lord. So it was inevitable for it to be destroyed and crumble. It was inevitable for the things to cave in and fall down. And we're going to watch it firsthand, man. But I hope our brothers and sisters is wise enough and smart enough to get up in this school and watch it from underneath the protection of the Most High God. Let's drop that, man. We're going to get up out of Obadiah. We're going to go to the New Testament. We're going to go to Romans. You understand? Because we done read in Obadiah how the Most High God feels about Esau, man. You understand? And these pastors out here confusing and tricking our brothers and sisters, telling them that God love everybody. That don't sound like he got love for these Esau people, man. It don't sound like he got too much love for them cats over there. Eat them. He sound real angry. Sound like somebody gonna get hurt. Sound like somebody got a good butt whooping coming to them, man. You understand? Let's drop that. We're gonna go to Romans. Let's go to 9 and 13. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And it's right here again in the New Testament. You understand? And we went to the New Testament because people love to say Christ came and did away with the law. He changed the law. Ain't nothing damn changed. Ain't nothing changed but the times. You understand? And it says right here, as it is written, because it's written in the Old Testament. We just read it in Obadiah. It's written in the Old Testament that the Most High God hated Esau, but he loves Jacob. You understand? These things are not new. The scriptures also say, sidebar, that anything that's written aforetime was written for our learning. So they knew these things through these writings in the Old Testament. They knew that the Most High God didn't love everybody through the writings in the Old Testament. They knew that the Most High God hated Esau through the writings in the Old Testament. And now we're in the New Testament reading the same thing. You understand? Because that's what the Lord wants. He wants his children to speak the same language. You understand? With no division, on one accord. And it says right here, let's read it again. Never get tired of this. This is the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You understand? The Most High God doesn't care for this oppressor, man. The Most High God doesn't care for these other nations, these heathens. He doesn't care for that, man. He cares for his children, man. His holy people, his peculiar treasures, his chosen people. And we're going to drop that. Let's go to the book of Joel real fast. I know we jumping around. Jump around with me, man. Ain't nothing but good stuff in these scriptures, man. Let's jump around for a little bit. This is the book of Joel. We're going to go to chapter 3. And we could start at verse. And we're going to start at verse 4. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me recompense, if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily? I will return your recompense upon your own head. You understand? Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. He says, man, listen, you're gonna pay back the things that you've done to me. The things you've done to me is gonna come back onto your head. You understand? Those deeds that you have done to us are gonna come right back on your head, man. And he's talking about the people in Palestine. He's talking about Palestinians and Tyre and Zidon. You understand? Speaking about the Grecians. And we started the class off talking about how Greece almost burned damn near down. They burnt the whole island almost burnt down. But the Lord don't care about Grecians either. He don't care about Greece. Greece ain't never do nothing nice or kind to the children of Israel. It's another heathen and oppressor that deserves the wrath of the Most High God, man. And we are watching these things take place right now, present day in 2021, man, because the Most High God doesn't forget anything. Let's keep reading. Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. I'm gonna raise the children up out of the places that you sold them, man. All these four corners of the earth, man. Brothers and sisters not knowing who they are, thinking that we Jamaicans, thinking that we Trinidadians, thinking that we Guyanese, thinking that we Puerto Rican, thinking that we Hispanic, thinking that we Guatemalan, thinking that we Haitian. Because we don't know who we really are, because this is what we've been sold to, man. This is the land that we grew up in because our parents were sold here. And the scriptures say that they're going to take us up out of that land that we have been sold in. Let's read it again. It says, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 7. It says, behold, I will raise them up out of the place whither ye have sold them. Because it's not our home. It's not where we're from. This is where we were landed. This is where they sold us and put us to work at. That's why I advise all our brothers and sisters, man, don't be confused with these titles, man. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, woman, or child, you are an Israelite. You are a child of God, man. All these BS names that they put on us to try to cause division, to keep us from doing what the Lord wants us to do. Because the Lord doesn't want us to have division amongst each other. He wants us to be divided away from all these other nations of people, man. Don't shut out your brother and your sister thinking that they come from a different island from you, or they come from a different place on the earth than you do, so y'all not the same people. We got the same struggles, same problems, same worries, and we treated the same way all over this damn earth. We got to know that we are the same, man. It says, I will raise them up out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. Verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to the people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. And all these things are going to come to pass and happen because the Most High God said so, man. The Creator. Our brothers and sisters are running around serving the creature more than the Creator. That's in the scriptures. We got to get back to what we're supposed to be doing, man. Let's drop that. Let me see if let's catch a couple more scriptures with you guys, man. Go to the book of Lamentations. We're going to go to chapter 3. And we're going to start at verse 60. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 60. Thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against me. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Lord, and all their imaginations against me. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all the day. Behold, they're sitting down and they're rising up. I am their muskie. Verse 64. Render unto them a recompense, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. give them sorrow of heart, thy curse unto them. Persecute and destroy them in anger, for under the heavens of the Lord. And this is the brother sitting here crying. He's you know what I'm saying? Lamentations is a cry. And this is a cry to the Lord, asking the Lord to deal with these heathens and deal with these oppressors in the way that they have dealt with us, man. It says in verse 64, render unto them a recompense, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. Like, make them pay for the things that they have done to us. Give them the same thing that they have given, the same thing that they gave to us. Let's give it to them. Let's let them feel that pain. Let's let them feel those tribulations. Let's let them jump over those hurdles and those obstacles and have to deal with that torment. Let's give it back to them since they gave it to us. You understand? This is what's going on right here. Verse 68 says, persecute and destroy them in anger. And I tell you, the Most High God, his anger is kindled against these other nations, man. His anger is kindled against these oppressors and these heathens. And they are going to feel the wrath of the Lord. I tell you, to serve the Lord, to endure to the end, first and foremost, we have to be obedient. But we should have a nice, healthy anger and rage inside of us for all the wrong, all the evil that is done to our brothers and our sisters, man. All the wrong and evil that is done to us, done to me, done to you. We got to have a nice, healthy anger and rage, man. Don't go out there and do nothing dumb and hurt nobody and put yourself in a bad situation. But you should have a nice, healthy, built-up anger and rage to where you want to get up and go serve the Lord. You want to get up and do all you can do for the Lord because that's how angry you are. You're going to put that work in and get the job done so the Most High God can see us working and getting the job done. And he can come down here and finish the job off and wipe these damn heathens and oppressors clean off the face of the earth, man. Let's drop that. Let's go to the book of Psalms real fast. We're going to go to Psalms 137. It's one of my favorite Psalms in the book of Psalms. It's one of my favorite Psalms right here. We love it. I love it. I absolutely 100% love it. We're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 137, and we're going to start at verse 8. Let's start at verse 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. You understand? Raise it means like destroy it. Destroy that shit. They was cheering and was happy to see the children of Israel lose their land and be conquered and destroyed and faced with all the trials and tribulations. They was happy. They enjoyed it. That's why right now, all the problems that the oppressor and these other nations and people are going through, it brings joy to my heart. It makes me happy to see them struggle. It makes me happy to see them scramble and have to shut their economy down because of plagues sent here by the Lord. This damn oppressor and these heathens, they was stressed to pieces during the COVID-19, during that shutdown. And brothers and sisters all over the four corners of the earth was living good. No work, free money. Some brothers wasn't paying no damn bills. Brothers running around with templates and no, not paying no car insurance. Brothers was enjoying it. Sisters was enjoying that break. You understand? That was a fast given by the Most High God because he knows how they are working his children to death. So he shut the damn economy down so his children can have some rest. But now it's time to do the work for the Lord. Now it's time to get to that work. You understand? And that work is more important than your job. That work is more important than paying your rent. That work is more important than pleasing your wife, pleasing your children. That work is more important than everything. We need to know that, and we need to show him. We need to show the Most High God that we know that. You understand? It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137. We're going into verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, And he said, "Oh, daughter of Babylon." The daughter of Babylon is this damn country that we are in right now, man. This world that we live in right now. America is the daughter of Babylon, man. Same garbage, same nonsense, same concept. Everybody mixed in together, doing things that the Lord hates. You understand? Brothers sleeping with whoever they want, sisters sleeping with whoever they doing all the nasty, disgusting, filthy things that the Most High God despises. This is the daughter of Babylon. You understand? It says, "Oh, daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that reward thee, and thou hast served us." Salakia, happy shall he be that reward thee as thou hast served us. You understand? Because the way they dealt with us, we're going to be able to reward them the same way. We're going to give them the same treatment they gave to us. What's one of the treatments they gave to us? Verse 9, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And when we get to swing their little babies and bust their heads up against the stone, the way that monster and nasty, disgusting, filthy beast Andrew Jackson, General Andrew Jackson, who's on the back of everybody's $20 bill or the front of everybody's $20 bill, wherever they put his face at, you understand? Who was marching around with the children of Israel and used to have the sisters who was pregnant and she's walking and having to give birth while walking, chained up, and they snatched that fresh-born baby and hold him by his feet upside down and slam his head against the damn rocks. Because that's how they dealt with us. Happy shall we be when we get to return them the favor. You understand? This is one of my favorite psalms in the damn book. I love it. Brings joy to my soul. Let's go to Revelations real fast. Revelations 13. And I ain't gonna hold y'all here too much longer, man. I know brothers and sisters got things to do, but man, these scriptures get me excited. They absolutely 100% get me amped because it's great. It's a beautiful thing. And nobody's bringing these things out besides the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA, man. Go to your neighborhood church. Go talk to your neighborhood pastor and ask him why he never told you that the Most High God hates Esau. Why he never told you that that we're going to be happy in the day that we dash their little one's head against the stone. Why nobody's talking about these things? Why he ain't tell us that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth? Why we haven't heard these things in these nasty, filthy buildings that they claim to be houses of the Lord? They are nothing but pimps. Those are damn casinos in there collecting money from brothers and sisters to fund whatever they want to do. Salakia. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. Let's start at verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. You have an ear. Your ears work. You understand? If you can understand, if you can comprehend words, hear this. Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity, if you take brothers and sisters and take them across the transatlantic ocean, you take them across the waters, unwillingly, chained up in a disgusting, inhumane manner, and bring them to another land and put them to work for 600 years, unwillingly, forcefully, abusefully, you understand? He who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It just makes sense. It's only fair. It's the right thing to do. If you lead into captivity and you wanted to have slaves and take brothers and sisters and bring them into captivity, bring them into slavery, you should go into captivity. You understand? It's just fair. It's just fair. It's written in these scriptures. It's written right here in these scriptures. It makes absolutely 100% sense. It makes nothing but sense that he that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity as well. You understand? This is written in the scriptures, and it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Let's keep reading. He that killeth with the sword, and all them brothers, all them people that want to be out there shooting brothers and sisters down in the street, breaking into brothers and sisters' houses, killing them while they sleeping, pulling brothers over, shooting them in the car, pulling sisters over, shooting them in the car, arresting brothers, and beating them to death in the back of the damn paddy wagon. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Oh, that makes absolutely 100% sense. It's just fair. It's written in the scriptures. It's logical. You understand? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And this is what the Lord says, man. It says, he that leadeth in captivity must go into captivity. Ain't no way around it, man. You kill with that sword, you must be killed with the sword. Because this is the way that you chose to live. This is the thing that you want to do. And the oppressor knows these scriptures, man. Don't let them tell you nothing different. They know these scriptures. They know the scriptures better than our brothers and our sisters because they study them to try to avoid them and sidestep them. That's why I tell you, they out there building all these damn space stations trying to run and escape the judgment of the Most High God. But it won't work. You understand? It won't work. There's not a place in the world that they can hide from the judgment and the wrath of the Most High God. Let's drop that. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. We're going to go to verse 6. It's the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And this is what Christ said. You understand? This is so true. Because we watch the news and we see all the things going on in the world. And some of our brothers and sisters, you might catch them in the barbershop, you might catch them at the supermarket, even on the train, on the bus, and you hear their conversations, and they sound so damn worried. And they so empathetic and so sympathetic for what the oppressor and these other heathens are going to have to go through. But if we were doing what we're supposed to do and serving the Most High God, we would know that we shouldn't even be troubled. We shouldn't even be troubled. Because we would know that these things have to happen. You understand? Let's keep reading. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in the diverse places. And this is what's going on right now, man. Famine and pestilence and earthquakes. Natural disasters, shaking up, breaking up, beating down this oppressor Esau's kingdom, his nations, the other heathens' nations being broken down, beaten up. You understand? Floods all over the damn place, tornadoes and fires and all these good, great things that the Most High God produces and sends to the people that he is frustrated with. And it's a great thing. And like they said, see that ye be not troubled. We shouldn't even be worried about these things. All these things must happen. Verse 8, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. You understand? And we're going to be hated for Christ's sake. We're going to be hated because we love the Lord. And that's a good way to be hated. Because they already hate us because we his children. They should hate us because we serve them. Verse 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And that's the time we in right now. You see all these damn false prophets out there running around talking garbage. Coronavirus came and all of them started hiding and running. The generals brought out something so heavy last night, man. He's like, man, where all these damn fake pastors that was running around talking about they got the power to heal, slapping brothers and sisters in the head, talking about you heal. Why they ain't out there healing brothers and sisters from the coronavirus? Why they not out there smacking brothers and sisters in the head, knocking that coronavirus right up out of them? Because they are false prophets, man. And they deceive many. But that time is about to be up and over, man. Brothers and sisters need to wake up right now and get up in this body, get up in this I.S.U.P.K. command YAHANNA and truly serve the Lord. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, but the ones that can tough it on out, the ones that can stand firm and hold this truth and keep it high and keep it near to their hearts, and be willing and ready to die for the Lord. Be willing and ready to be in prison for the Lord. Be willing and ready to not budge, bend, fold, or compromise not near one of these damn commandments of the Most High God. It says, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You understand? And that's what we need to understand. That's what we need to learn. That's how we need to be. You understand? Let's get together and get right, and let's serve this Most High God to the best of our abilities and do it the way that the Most High God requires us to do it. You understand? Because that is how we shall be saved. You understand? That's how we're going to be out of these damn nasty, filthy, disgusting situations that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, the injustice that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. This is the only way these things are going to change. The poverty, the murder, the rape, the mass incarceration, the lack of employment, you understand? Lack of funds, lack of necessities, all these things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. This is the only way that we are going to be able to conquer and combat and get over these things, by serving the Most High God. But by serving the Most High God, we have to be willing and able to endure to the end. You understand? And now, to finish it off, we're going to go to the book of Exodus real fast. We're going to go to chapter 23. Yeah, 23. And we're going to start at verse 22. And after that, we up out of here. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversaries. And the Most High God requires us to obey him, to do all that he says to do, keep these commandments, and he will be an enemy to our enemies and an adversary to our adversaries. And with that on our side, we can never lose, man. You understand? Because our weapons are not carnal, and our strength comes from the Most High God. Let's get back to serving the Lord so that we can attack and defeat these enemies of ours, man, and come up out of these conditions that we have been forced to live with for so many years. And with that, that's my time, Israel. Hey, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Hey, shalom, Israel. See y'all next time.